YouTube, BigH at the Pilot in somewhere in Alabama. I think it's Talladega, one of the best racetracks in the country. Super speedway. I just got some fuel. I've been driving for a minute. It's been a minute since I made a video. It's been kind of crazy and kind of weird with the economy, with my loads. I've had a couple cancellations in the last couple of days. Actually, I had to go to one. Went to a place. Sorry about that. I went to a place. They actually turned me away. They said, we notified Prime that the load's been canceled. I got no such deal. And, you know, it's frustrating. That's part of the business. You know, for a long time, we had a good economy. I'm not trying to put any blame on anybody but the men in suit and ties who run the country, who control our agendas. They said for months that they were going to raise interest rates, which is going to impact a large part of the economy. I don't want to get into it. The fact of the matter is, I'm out here until after the holidays. Let me put this there. And I'm going to stack cash. I think something that I've been talking about and others have been talking about stacking cash, how important it is. Because when the time of plenty is here, we don't stack cash, we just kind of spend it unwisely. And us older guys, more people who have been through this before, understand the importance of stacking cash for rainy days, because rainy days are coming, folks. I'm not trying to put a scare in anybody. The fact of the matter is, rainy days are coming. How bad is it going to get? I don't know. But I actually saw a load. Let me take a walk to the garbage. I saw a load on the load boards, on the DAT load boards. I like to scan it. I'm just curious. I'm curious as a cat. Why am I on there when I don't need to be? I don't know. I've got plenty of time on my hand, and I want to see what the market. I'm a market guy. I'm a financial guy. I want to see what the market conditions are like, because it's a trickle-down effect. So I actually saw a load going from Sacramento, California into Nevada. 38 cents. Actually, somebody had the gall to post a load for 38 cents a mile. So if times become that rough, you know, is it worth it, or is it better to transition into something else? Now, I was talking to a guy who was next to me. He was in a moving United Van Lines moving. He says he's as busy as he's ever been. People are starting to flock out of some states and go to other states. He's as busy as he's ever been. When dry van and even refrigerator is starting to come down a little bit. I feel it. And again, this has no bearing on the company I work for. It's not their fault. They're doing the best they can with what they've got. But when they go to renegotiate the contracts in January, whenever they do it, you don't think for 1 second that the company's going to come to the table and try to renegotiate the rate? Because they renegotiated the rates last year and it went up. Do you not think they're going to do the same thing? Renegotiate the rates on down? And as a mega company, Prime can afford to, do some slashing because of the volume of trailers and trucks we got. But how bad is it going to be for us lease operators? No one knows. Will they cut back on the company drivers, what they're getting per mile? I don't know. No one knows. Time can only answer that. What I do know is that we're in a holiday season. We should be so busy right now. Last year we were so busy that we didn't know what to do with ourselves. It was just nonstop. Now you get to the point where you're dropping loads and you're sitting and waiting for the next load to come through in the holiday season. So anyway, again, this is not about being a Debbie Downer. It's about rolling with the punches, because the economy is punching us right now. We have to punch back. We have to survive. Especially those with families, homes, and you got a car or you got a house with a mortgage, and you got a lot of mouths to feed. It's gonna be tough. So the point of this is just roll with the punches, stack when you can stack, save where you can save, and just keep moving forward, because eventually it's gonna come down, it goes back up. How long is that gonna take? No one knows. It could take 18 months, it could take 6 months, it could take 2 years, it could take into 2025 before the economy starts roaring again. We don't know. No one knows. The good thing, there's always a bright side to the story. Yeah, our rates may come down a little bit, but we also carry food. People need food. Why is it slow right now? No one knows. Maybe my best guess would be that they over-ordered in the past and they've got so much stuff in their stock room that they just can't fit anymore, and they have to kind of go through that batch, and then things will start rolling because maybe they don't have to order as much in the next quarter. Again, I'm not behind the scenes, but that's one of my guesses, that their stock rooms are full to the rim with food and everything else. But inevitably, people have to eat. So I feel confident. I think Prime will do the right thing for us drivers. And it's up to us to do the rest. Get your loads there on time, safely. And when you get paid, you have a good week, stack that money, because the next week may not be as good. This week is not shaping up to be as good as it was last week. So keep in mind, don't look at your check week to week. Look at your check on a monthly or quarterly basis. That's where you get a better forecast of what's going on. For me right now, it's not a drop-off, because I've had really good weeks and 1 or 2 bad weeks, but it counterbalances itself. It cancels itself. So just because you're not doing good this week doesn't mean next week is not going to be a home run. But just know that what's going on in the economy right now, things are starting to slow down. That's a fact. I'm going to truck stops now at 10, 11 o'clock at night, or leaving to go on the road at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and there's still 5, 6, 7, 10 spots to be had, where 2, 3 months ago, forget about it. So just hang in there. We'll get through this. Again, this is not the first time for you younger folks. It's not the first time something like this has taken place, and it won't be the last time. Good things don't last forever. Just keep that in mind. All good things come to an end. We just don't know when that end is. So with that being said, I'm going to stop my spiel. Have a fantastic day, and be safe. Make great decisions.